Hello again. So, weirdly enough, despite living in such enlightened times, for some crazy reason, acceptance among average people for gays, lesbians, etc. it seems to be going down, just on average, support for them. And you have to ask why. Well, I have a bit of an answer. Drag Queen Story Hour. Now, you see, here's the thing. Most people that I know who are in that community, most of the people that I know, anyone who is gay, anybody who's trans, everything like that, they're fine people. They're good people, even. Simply put, they just want to live their lives, and that is their right as a sovereign. That's their right as a sovereign individual, the right to live their life how they see fit. And you know what? Most people agree with that. The point at which everybody begins stopping and pumping on the brakes a bit is when you allow a bunch of pedophilic older men dressed up like clown demons to begin twerking in front of small children and offering to strip for them. That's when people begin to halt the brakes. Now, I don't know when this happened, but apparently the drag queen performer and the people that wish to drag young children, I mean prepubescent children, into drag shows, which are basically strip shows, those people have somehow become the standard bearer for the LGBT plus community. I don't know how that happened, but to everybody in that community, you have to do something about that. You gotta take that back. Now, Ariella Scarcelli and others have started something called GAGS, Gays Against Grooming, which is in fact trying to basically be a damage control media arm that is basically saying, enough, we have to stop this. They are basically members of the gay community that are attempting to section off the reasonable people from the political activists and utter psychopaths. So I'll say it again. It is the right of a sovereign individual to live their lives how they choose, so long as that does not impact somebody else's life negatively. And children cannot consent to any sort of sexual activity, and drag is a sexual activity. It simply is. Anybody who's ever been to one of these shows or seen one of these shows can simply say it's basically a burlesque show with cross-dressing. That's perfectly fine. If it's your thing, it's your thing, but you cannot involve children. This should be a very simple concept. No adults dressed like clown demons should be molesting children. This seems like it should be a simple concept, but many people, including parents of young children, who should be ashamed of themselves, they cannot seem to grasp it. If you do not believe me, just look up drag queen twerking for kids, or Desmond is Amazing, or any of the other just absolutely disturbing shows that I don't think I can quite talk about right now. I'd get booted off of YouTube just for saying it. So, you all have a very nice day, and this has just been a really quick take of mine. Have a good one, and remember, stay healthy, stay safe.